Just like that, we are in Conch, and week number 1 is done. Finito. We have been here for a full 7 days. We ended up actually not getting here until the 17th due to a small issue that we ran into when purchasing our airline tickets. But that ended up working out all right because we came down with the medical team that runs the hypertension clinics. But before we get into that, I first want to say thank you to everyone who watched the first video. I really appreciate that. I got a lot more views than I anticipated. Please continue to do so. And also, in this particular video, sorry about all of the frame sizes switching. I have been using my iPhone and my GoPro to take shots, and I haven't quite figured out how to combine them in Adobe yet. With all that said, let's dive into what we've been doing here the past few days. So first things first, Lillian was already here when we got here, so she was able to help us settle in. Ian and I are sharing a room for the time being because Zanmi La Santé is going to be so busy hosting many groups over the next few weeks. So that's a thing. Also, the first few days that we were there, Lillian has walked us through the first aid kits that we have on campus. They are very extensive and they can cover just about any wound, emergency, or injury that we have to take care of. Also, she gave us a quick demonstration on the water filters that we have here that we can take on our longer trips where we won't be able to necessarily pack all of the water that we would consume during that trip. And other than that, let's get into what's been going on with the hypertension clinics. As I mentioned, we flew down with the hypertension clinic team. So really all that we've been doing these past days have been helping them. The hypertension clinic is a group of people from upstate South Carolina. They do incredible work here, and it really is something that I had never really thought about being an issue. And then also when you do hear about it, it's kind of one of those things where you say, how would you even go about getting that done? And so that I don't mess that explanation up, I actually talked to Dr. Morse, and I would like to hand it off to him to explain it to you guys how exactly the whole process works.
Well, I'm a physician, and I've been coming to Conch for 35 years. And we would fly a short flight from Miami to our friends in Haiti and see people living in extreme poverty and children and their parents dying of very preventable diseases. We've got a much better quality of life now in Conch with the water system. So life in Conch is better, but the surrounding villages are still extremely impoverished without safe water supply, without any access to medical care. And we do hypertension screening. Hypertension is epidemic in Haiti, and the ravages of hypertension include strokes, renal failure, and heart failure. And if you have a stroke in rural Haiti, there's no one to care for you except what family you have. So the best thing we can do is to treat the hypertension, try to prevent the stroke. There's no dialysis anywhere in Haiti, so if you develop kidney failure, you die. We have a cadre of community health workers who are very well respected members of each village, and then they become very effective missionaries to their fellow citizens and educators for their fellow citizens to help diagnose the hypertension and to provide the medication for them. We have 3 doctors. We were lucky enough this time to have 2 priests. One of the priest's daughter is currently an intern in Conch, so that was some of the draw that got her to come. And then we have 3 people with basically no medical background. One of them has been studying accounting and was on an aircraft carrier in the Navy for years. And the other 2 are just very dedicated members of St. Peter's Parish. So we can use anyone who has a passion for this kind of work. We arrive and there will be a crowd of several hundred people. all waiting to see the doctor. And each community health worker theoretically has a list of the 50 patients in the village that they think really need to see a doctor. So we try to have those 50 go first, and we set up the blood pressure screening stations, trying to screen every adult patient in the village. And anybody at 160/90 or above, we will see, and they can all see the doctor. If there's a sick person, a child with a fever, somebody they're worried, we'll see anybody who is legitimately ill and needs to see the doctor. And we frequently see patients in the school. The school building may be a concrete block building with defined classrooms, and we'll set up the pharmacy at the end of the hall, a triage station at the beginning of the hall, and then a little waiting area and 3 exam rooms or 4 exam rooms, depending on how many doctors are there. We make a diagnosis, we write prescriptions, send the patient to the pharmacy. We have prescription medication packets that are designed for people who can't read. So I'm very excited about this project. I think the collaboration we have with the Episcopal Church, with Clemson University, and all the partners in Haiti, Partners in Health in Boston, has been wonderful. Because we've committed to it, we haven't gone in and just done one project and then leave and go somewhere else. We have friends here, we love these people, and they know that we care about them, and they know they can trust us to come back.
Isn't that just so cool? I really, really enjoyed working with them. They were great people, and they were very intelligent, very professional, and very passionate about what they were doing. Other than that, we haven't really had the opportunity to do a lot of our own work. I know in particular, Allison Mills, she had done a lot of data collection with the hypertension clinic due to the fact that she will be focusing on similar projects in the Conj area or in the Central Plateau area. Also, on one of the trips, Ian Davis and I were able to survey a church that was partially completed. We're going to look into what it would take to finish that church and possibly send them an estimate for what they would need to get that done. And with all of that, it's been a quick, long, very tough week. It's been kind of a whirlwind. I'm really enjoying it. I think everyone, all the interns here, have had a blast serving, and now we can't wait to really dive into our own individual projects. And I'll see you in 2 weeks, and we'll hopefully have some more to update you guys with. Thank you again for watching.